Okay, now it should work. Looked into the settings, everything was turned off. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Bahrain short today. Lap time is under the 1 minute. Um, like I said in the interview launch, I am excited to see how it will go with the short circuit on the calendar. Basically, after turn 3, the track cuts away and rejoins after turn 10 originally. Or at least that's what I know from it. Like you can see, cut off from turn 3, rejoin after turn 10. Um, yeah, and it's going to be the first time we have a short calendar um, on the calendar this year. I joined in season 4 and I don't think it was then. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. Um, as right now we can see into the um, garages, no one is there yet. Mercedes is missing someone. Someone is missing from Ferrari. Red Bull has everyone I can't see as far as McLaren. Oh wait, I can just see there as well as Buntis is going out. I think followed by Alex. Let's hope Alex can keep the distance. Social distancing, my guys. Looks like they can. Like I said, you have turn 1, 2. After that, it cuts away at turn 4, or between. Then you have rejoin at turn 10. And then the lap goes as always with with turn 11, 12, 13, straight, 14, 15, and then the end as CTI Steeman retires as almost always. I think he does that. But we are not here to talk about him right now. As now Bundes goes for the lap, he's the first one. I don't know what the optimal lap time will be, or like the goal time will be, since I have never actually done a lot in the way of short circuits. All I know is that it's probably going to be shorter than 1 minute. But this is there for, so we'll see how it works out. As you know, goes through what was originally turn 13. Of course, there's always still the danger of turn 12 slipping away, but turn 10, the hardest turn, is taken out of it, so that's something. As Alex spins it in an Alex way, and the goal time right now is 59.097. I forgot the minimap. Yeah. As we now see the port time still be there, but Chris has set a 59.44. As Igor goes a 58.908. Now come one alphas, that's Dove. But you can see it cuts away, or you can see where it drops off and goes on the track. Dangerous Dove sets 59.7, Ray goes for that's 9 and 0 goes 59.05. That's is Cresta with an outlap. That's Chris not going faster. Then we have Reno coming up. Racing point in pits as Reno goes faster than Dolph with a 59.4. It's RDO coming up. No, that's Igor, and Igor is going into the pits. And Chris, no, that's Eng. It's on an outlap. Dolph is going back to the pits, I assume. No, Dangerous is going for it again. Does not improve. And that's RDO coming up. But RDO is on an outlap. Yes. It's the Christoph. That's Christoph. He is not pending. And Christoph goes with the 59.5. Is that Jamie? That's Jamie as Eng sets up first sector. Reno moves up to P5. That's, I think, yeah, that has to be Alex back out pits again. Fastest sector 2 for Eng. Eng really knows their way around the circuit because they are going fast as, yeah, I can't try. And indeed, 58.5 pole. Down number 15. Audio 59.8. Is that Luke? That's not Luke. That's Christoph into the pits. Then that's Jamie coming up. P7. Where is Alex? Alex is not. Yes, it's invalidated. Alex. Golf isn't it? That's Reno running out of fuel. Chris. No, that's Eng on the outlap. Then that's next. That is next up with a purple second sector. Audio retired with not the best bit, with not the best time. So yeah, he's already overtaken by Ted, who goes second with 58.8. Is that Bundes? It's Bundes. Christoph, no, of course not. It's Lou. Followed by a Williams of Jamie, who's pitting, followed by Alex, who invalidates on the final corner like Alex. This isn't his first time, let's just say that. I think Ted is going to the pits, which leaves Bundes going to be the next one to set a lap with the fastest sector. This second sector is the most technical one in my opinion, because you have, of course, the S section, and Bundes uses its weight to get with the only 62 thousandths of a second. As Luke now goes 58.7. Chris is back on his outlap. Is that Dove on an outlap? It is. And that means Chris is the next one to set the lap. As a Mercedes of Trucko waits for Dove to pass, which is really sportsmanlike of him. Small lockup for Chris, but I'm driving with ABS off on. It's really hard to not lock on each corner. I think that's the best purple sector, but I think the Racing Point is coming to the pit lane. Yes, they are, as Dove is off at turn 12. Like I said, turn 12 can catch you at a surprise, with Chris going to P8 with a 59.0. What happened to Dove is just out of the session. It's an outlap, that's outlap. That's Chris, so the next one to set lap is Truco. Followed by Igor, followed by Jamie, with then Alex. Nice line through turn 11, bit late with steering in for turn 12, fast through turn 13, early on acceleration, not invalidating. This is looking to be quite a good lap for Truco, even though I think he is down on his own time. Crosses the line, yes, he was down on his own time. Eager not eager is 58.7. Jamie, fastest lap, 58.5. And the last one of the non-DNFers to not set a lap, Alex does not invalidate on the final lap, and thus he sets a 59.2. And Reno is the only one of these guys who is not finished the lap and just lets them pass, even though they do not actually have to pass him, but hey. Truco now nears the pit lane, as that's which one of the three? That's Ank coming out of the pit lane. We'll focus on Ank next then, but right now, oh, Alex just went for another lap and went for 58.8. Not bad from him. As one of the rebels is also coming out of the pits as we speak. I don't know which one of the rebels, but that's Ted. Oh, off track, no invalidation for Reno, but I doubt if he gets time. He actually is 3.4 340 tenths up on his time. As he now comes over the line, and that's not an improvement, or at least not enough of an improvement. Yeah, that's Alex actually running out of fuel on his way back to the pit lane. With only 5 minutes to go, we have seen a lot of laps. The DNFers are all three at the back. That's Chris coming over the line right now for his lap. As Ank fills out less seconds. He probably was not improving and he thought, forget about it. I'm not wasting my tires. Jamie still in the lead with 58.5, as that has Invalidated. As Alex and Gray come out of the pit lane, followed by Igor. Right now, oh, Chris has screwed up at the final turn. That's ouch. As Jamie sets the fastest second sector, quite fast here. No invalidation through turn 14. And that's just a fast lap, 58.3. He does not make it his rifles easy. I think that is going to fit. Yes, he is. Which one of these guys next? Not Igor. I think Alex is the next one in line. Of course, everyone knows that if they still want to lap in, now is the time to go out. Small lockup, but that doesn't matter too much. If Alex fricks up now, he still actually goes for the fastest sector too. As he now goes wide for the final turn, which is quite good. Does he go fastest? No, he goes in 58.6. That's P3. Williams pulling their weights here. Then we have Gray coming up to the line. Gray can be fast, doesn't show it now. Racing points of Luke. Christoph did invalidate, so it didn't matter what he did. Wounders on his outline. And Alex is actually retired. No, that's Chris. Chris got validated in pits again. Sereno is coming up to the line now. Alex actually retired on track, which is not allowed. He's being rounded off of P3 by 3 and now takes P2 with 58.3. As Ank is coming up to the line now, is he coming to pit? No. That's no improvement. Gray also no, I believe. As now Luke is coming up to the line. And Christoph is of course in the pits. With Luke going to the line with 58.6. Wounders moves up one place with 58.7. Oh, Alpha Tauri. That's Reno for pits. That's out through on an out lap. Then we have Eng probably going into pits. Is that Jamie? Yes, that's Jamie on the out lap. Does he still make it? Of course he will still make it. Gray doesn't improve that much. As Igor invalidated will not be able to improve. Same happens maybe if he improves to 5 with the 58.6. Luke does not improve. Minus 2 tenths on his first time, or his fastest time for now. So now cross the line for P9, 58.8. And the last, no, Jamie is the last one. And it's going for the line now. Fastest lap right at the end as Jamie is already to the line, retired. So that was nice final fastest lap from a in McLaren, followed by Jamie in the front row. We have a Dutch second row lockout with Reno and Luke in the Alpha and the Racing Point, respectively. Bundage in the Haas on sixth, on fifth, with lining up with Adams in the Williams on sixth. Uh, row four is Ray P7 in the Rebel and Igor in P8 of Tauri. Trucko takes with his Mercedes 9th, with that rounding up the top 10 in his Rebel. Then we have Chris McLaren, Christoph, Racing Point, Dov, RDO, and CT. Steven not or not crashing out of the session early on. As everyone is readying up for the race. Of course, getting the strategy is a big part of racing, as we all know. And the race will start after the formation lap. Some people were not done yet, but sadly for them, there's not waiting for them. As we are now off with the green lights. And Alex disqualified from the session for not starting. Alex is, I don't know what's up with Alex, probably his dinner or something, but no, it shouldn't be dinner. It's 8:30 for him. There's no way that's dinner. But anyway, as we move over to the line again, of course, sub 1 minute lap, so the formation lap also isn't that long. As we're all lining up on the grid again. Yeah, Jamie also said that Alex is having dinner, which, alright. This isn't the best view. As we have five lights and we're out, and that's Alex not moving and causing a crash. Great job, Alex, great job. Don't, if you have dinner, don't drive. Like, really, don't accept a seat if you're not driving. Anyway, Dov was a victim of that, really sad. But the lead-in is still Hank, followed by Jamie, followed by Reno. Reno was jumped off the plane. Oh no, Reno started. Then it's Gray, Bundes, Go, RDO, Presto, Tat, Chris, CT, Igor, and Dane. Igor and Dov really the victims of Alex here. As you can see, Jamie with move, I think. Yeah, Jamie is really wanting it, as we are already in lap 2, lap 3. This race is really close. Of course, the glitch again, as we all know and love it. Here it is. The battle is still going on. Jamie has to watch out for the dirty air if he gets pulled in. More battles, maybe between Presto and Chris. And not really. Between RDO and Ted close to them. Last week we have seen that Ted is quite good at following someone and fighting for it. As you can see here, DRS easy overtake into turn 1, but don't can he make it stick? To turn 4, no, he cannot make it stick. So already might have of first lap percent, as Jamie and Hank are still fighting for it. Hank, of course, still fighting for his win, maiden win here. Jamie, also quick guy, wanting to take the win for Williams with his teammate disqualified. And that was Bobo. He had dinner, so he didn't even start. Anyway, the closest battle is indeed this one between the Williams of Jamie and the McLaren of Hank. There are some cones gone, so someone went wide at turn 4. I'm myself still getting used to the new corners, but it's the DRS train right now. Yeah, it's just sad for Igor and Dov, who got caught up in Alex. Yeah, this is the reason when you cannot attend the start of a race, you don't join in the session. I think Alex will get reports from this as well words from RTO, but that's not my job. As Gray now sets the fastest, as Jamie is going for the focus. Yes, he does. He goes wide into turn 1, but that doesn't matter. He has the position, and he bites down into it. It's penalty of the day. It's a great drive from Jamie right now. To be fair, Hank did defend quite fair, but he didn't defend it hard enough. What's next? We have Luke fighting off Bundes, looking for position 5. I'm actually getting some water. I'll still watching this, of course. As we can see, that is now 3 tanks. With the DRS, it's getting closer, of course. For the overtake into turn 1, does he make it stick? Yes, he does. And he does not screw up in turn 4. So that's also a good one. I needed that. So right now the gap is 5 tenths with Luke overtaking Bundes. Bundes now is slowly falling in the clutches of our trucker. And there is kind of a train forming behind him, with Luke really putting emphasis on it. He's driving away and going towards Gray. As now the DRS opens for both Bundes and Trucker, who will imagine this the best? Let me check on ERS level, not used. Not used. None of them are using DRS. DRS is quite having it. As there is an overtake between Cardio and Ted. We might also have a battle between Gray and Peter. They've already wrapped up with Gray getting position. Of course, Gray, I think he won last race. Gray's getting 3-second penalty. As he also sets the best second sector. Might as well get tires on. So everyone in top 9 on mediums and everyone else is everyone within top 10 originally is on softs and everyone within top or not in top 10 is on mediums. Of course, Alex was within top 10, but he didn't start. And yeah, so we might see Hank getting close again on Jamie. He has lost the lead. He wants it back. Sorry. Hank is losing some pace right now, and he's losing a bit of look again. And I think we already have the first lap guy. Yes, sadly, because of the incident, Goff is getting left. He did move out of the way as it's supposed to be. Yeah, really sad for Goff. He crashed out in qualifying. Yeah, it's just one extra man can really affect the race. Talking about the race, we have RDO going side by side with no one else, and then they are going side by side prior to turn 11, and it looks like RDO is in position. Yes, he does move it, as we now see that, oh, that's that already but Christoph does not overtake him. Of course, yeah, Sherlock is falling a bit behind there. No ERS, no ERS. No. Oh, did use ERS to get back. Luke does not care too much about it. He goes for the switchback, but the inside was blocked by Boone. This might also have affected Trucco, who is now closer to Luke. DRS, but Luke also has DRS. There is no move into turn 11. Of course, watch out with coming out of turn 12. It's slippery. You may want to catch yourself like turn 13. And everyone wears white, because why not? Ray, Reno, and Ray. And there's no teammates alongside. The one is getting lapped by the other. Really sad for Duff. It looks like Ray does have the podium. not getting really close to Jamie. Let's get back to our right here. Oh, we missed an overtake. And it looks like Luke is really struggling with the back end of the car. It looks like it's really loose back there, especially in turn 4. As he now heads to old RDO behind him. As we can see, Ted spinning around into 12. Is out of the race. Does he have space for CT? He does. So if no to 11, that's not good. As now RDO going for maybe. No, he doesn't, but he might want to stick around because I think Lucas really troubles into the floor. Really doesn't have the back end for turn 4. No DRS used. RDO doesn't even have DRS to use. How's Christoph behind him looking? Christoph leader of medium guys, of course. He has enough DRS. I think he's up for a good strategy with soft medium hards, because you don't want to make, you can make a one stop if you have medium hards, which can really help you out. The gap is now 4 tenths between the lead into. I don't know what happened there, but alright. Enk is now the leader, back in lead, I should say. With Jamie now pulling alongside. What's this going to be into turn 11 and actually turn 5? And it's Jamie who has it, but it's in energy saving mode right now. You can see that by the lights on his car. If those red lights flash, in energy saving mode. And might get back next turn. They are, I think, great. They are. With Hank now pulling alongside over Jamie. Jamie, of course, in energy saving mode. As can be seen by the lights. With Jamie still right by DRS open, of course. Ray does not have DRS, and he would have needed that to defend against Primo. But alas, the first two are driving away from him. Yeah, back to the Bundes train, I guess. But Bundes now 7 tenths over 3, 4 tenths over Ardo, 6 tenths over Krista, and 8 tenths over Luke. This is really a nice train. Does look like Jamie has a good enough middle of the pack. No, we may want to go to Choco as he goes for an overtake. Does he make a mistake? Yes, he defends. What a great overtake by Choco with the DRS. Does he keep it around turn 4? He does. I guess you can call this turn 5 then. As you can see, RDO going side by side with Christoph. Does Christoph get it into turn 6? RDO cannot stick it around. The mediums are going to have an advantage now. This is really going to help Krista. Yeah, as there we can see Hank into the pit lane. It's really good. It's not good. might be an interesting strategy. Do they come out ahead of Chris? The answer is yes, they do. And gets out ahead of Chris and is on hearts. I'm not sure those hearts can take it in the end, but if you want to, you can try. As British Justice is defending against Christoph. Christoph wants those positions, which we can understand. Oh, as they almost lose it, we save it. As they save it so good. Two force RDO a bit wide. But, oh wow. Imagine if those were one shots, he would have ended it all. But it was a great save from Christoph in the set. As Bundes now has a bit of breathing space behind him, but not much, as Christoph is 5 tenths behind him, really looking for those places. Luke has really fallen down now. Ray also fit. Yeah, Ray is fit for softs. As right now we can see lap 70 out of Swift 57. Yeah, the mediums are getting that advantage. 70 lap old stops are not. Oh! I am on what movements really. Yeah, anyway, stuff is really close to Ventus, but RDO is also really close to Krista. Luke has fallen away. Truckle and Reno and Jamie. Yeah, that is now coming down, really coming down to it. As we can now also see that Bundes is not driving away that fast anymore. Bundes is catching up to him. And he takes the whole train with him. As now Jamie is in the pit lane. Of course, those softs don't go that one, so with it is the fastest option. Does he come out ahead of Hank though? Hank still fighting with Gray. Does he come out? The undercut did not work with the traffic that Hank was in. And Jamie has gotten one car between them. Good job. As we can now also see that Bundes has re-overtaken Trucker. Right, who has also gotten back on I think going to spin, as now Luke is in. He resets to track. Oh, Luke. Oh, God, Luke. Shouldn't have done that on camera. I'm sorry, mate, but you're going to get better. Yeah, as now there's a move in turn 1. Yes, there is. There's end plates of RDO flying. Oh. Yeah, RDO now with wind damage. Might not like turn 12 that much now. He will have to pit this lap, get fresh rubber, get a new win. Yeah, this will really help Turbo because now if Luke can get Chris can get past RDO, then Copper Trucker is going in the pits anyway, together with the rest of them, but this pit lane will take way longer than wanted. As Gray is now still defending against Jamie. Of course, he is on softs, so he has the advantage right now, but I don't know if the alternate strategy can keep him around for it. He sets the fastest sector 1 though. That's one thing he got going for himself. As Dov gets a time penalty. The only guys yet to pit are Reno, Krista, Chris, CT. Yeah, those were the only guys yet to pit. As I say, that Reno does pit now. Bundes gets his time penalty. Grace at the fastest lap of a 1:09. As Reno rejoins in P5. Of course, Krista still has to pit, but he started from medium, so he's in an entirely different strategy. Yeah. How is that doing against El Trucco on all the softs against his fresh mediums, probably cold mediums? Looks like he's holding up. Yes, they are, as Bundes is also in the fight here on hards. So it's clear that Bundes will try for one stop. I'm not sure if it works, but if you can carry softs around for 22 laps, he can do this too. As Ted is going for a move on El Trucco, does he make it stick? Yes, he does. Great move. Well, Bundes is leading this train of 3 then. For any close. Yeah, Gray is closing up on Gray is closing up on Christoph, but of course different strategies. Oh no, Gray's strategy to be honest. But yeah. They are about to have both again. I still pity it for what happened to turn 1. Or not even turn 1, start little strike. As Gray is going to look around turn 6, doesn't win. And goes around for turn 7, stays in the slipstream for the next straight after turn 8. Yes, he is having the slipstream, he's having ERS. No, he's not, but neither is Krista. Jamie behind them is just sitting duck, watching them fight it out. Restore his ties as Gray does go for a move. The move is enough to put him in proficient first. Jamie is now left behind Christoph. Kenny now lose as less time as possible with ERS maybe ERS, he doesn't have much. I think he's going for the outside move, switchback. He has to lift a little bit, but switchback goes over the track limits. that is sticking behind Christoph. I think he's going to stick behind Christoph for the DRS. So he would initiate the overtake right now. Yes, he does. Staying as long as possible in the slipstream, overtaking, back on racing line. Job done, back in second. As Dolph did like to race by gaps on 1.4 between the two. Yeah, Christoph of course lost a lot of time with the moves and also with being on all the tires. Next fight is between Ted and Chris. Yes. And Trucko. Yeah. As Ted and Chris are going side by side through turn 6. Chris sticks it around the outside. Can he make it work? He cannot. Ted has P6 at the moment. With Brundis going a bit bugged. Of course, he's on hards. He should not be really fighting this week. He should be playing the conservative way. Try to not lose 30 seconds against his rivals. And just drive it out if he wants to go for the one stop. Ted also has to pit again soon. As you can see, he is walking a bit down. He's increasing the gap anyway. Of course, 14 lap old solves aren't that slow yet. Should be able to carry him over a second distance before the next DRS zone. As they are. Yeah, they are. There's just over a second gap, so that does not happen. It does happen about Brundis though, and about Trucko. Overtake Chris. Trucko might even go for a move on Brundis, but Brundis blocks him off at the outside, now the inside. And Trucko will not get past here. Maybe on the DRS tray, but that's to be seen. Chris, which still has a bit, had to give up there. He's really going for one stop, which at this point, mate, you've got to just step on those hearts, drive it out, and just don't care about it anymore. You might get to see its temperatures around the 8 degree. They are really that's the players are getting all. The lead is motionless. So let's say that. Yeah, no, that's Dolph sticking around Krista. Not as CT now pits for the first time. Brundis closing up to that. And we're past our 5.3 really already. Some time ago. Yeah, I think it's a good day in the office for Christoph, who can basically also just step to sorry. We can also step to the hearts and just drive it out easily. Don't lose too much time. You can go to another set of mediums that will be cheating. He could go medium stock, but then he had to switch faster. He did start E11, I think. He's going to hit this lap now. I don't know the strategy of this man. I don't understand it. I mean, he does have still does have pace in those. He still has pace in his mediums, but it can be that much. Wait, he is not going for one stop between mediums and softs, is he? I swear, if he is, that will be a memory. I will call him Sergio Perez if he pulls that up. Because really, that's what Sergio did in Bahrain. And most of the time, he's still not fit and he's really going. So I think he does is stay out until lap 37 and then go 20 laps on softs. Of course, and behind him is obviously mad at him for not moving out of the way. As Bundes has now overtaken Ted's tires 1911. Yeah, that Ted pitted way too early for that strategy to work. That could have also gone the way of that Christopher. And I think that is seeing his mistakes right now. Yeah, and it's closing up and just breathes past the rest of the to distress. Of course, Hank has does not. Hank is going to drive this out. Yeah. CS that's in the pit lane. Said he should have pitted earlier, but on some mediums he is going to drive it out, maybe getting some back points. As we can see Reno now fighting Krista. Krista is winning the strategy now and he is sticking it out. Really, you cannot feel anything but the determination that comes up from this guy. He knows he is losing. He knows he's not going to stop now. And yet he says, fuck it, I'm done. Just love this. That's between Indus and Truco. Of course, Indus can drive more aggressively than Truco does. Truco also. Yes! Truco is missing an end plate. How did he lose his end plate? Know that RDO lost his end plate earlier, now reattached. But how did Truco lose an end plate as Dove speeded in the pit lane? yeah, 31 laps is what I would say medium slow. Now it goes for another 17 laps. Those will only have to suffer 22 laps. Oh, that's Krista. Oh, what a guy. What a guy. Sugar and Chris are also in the pit. The guy is going to do it on softs. I cannot do anything else but applaud for this guy. This is just... I mean, he can probably get up into P5, but that's the highest he will get. Maybe he didn't expect more from this race, but wow. I really have to give it to him. Going a one-stop medium softs is a really great strategy. Like, he did risk it with the traffic. Today now, right now we can focus on Reno and Ang. We have praised Christoph enough. Let's see, that's Dove. Yeah, this is the battle for the final podium place. Gray is confirmed for straight now. Jamie is basically confirmed second unless Gray spins out and Jamie gets the win. I don't see it any different. So this is the closest. And not having a lot of press, really not having a lot of press. I think Dove doesn't even care about penalties anymore. As Christoph does set the fastest lap, this was to be expected. As with those fast subsies approaching RDO, who is on mediums and has been for 15 laps. Now, if you're Christoph, you would say he still has half life left on these mediums, so that's a very simple overtake. Is he going for a dive into turn 11 though? Sorry, turn 6. No, he isn't. He is waiting patiently for the end of turn 8. As they go through now. Great exit. Stick behind him, stick behind him. Now you have the DRS. Stuck behind him. Here's DRS. Not even DRS to overtake him. And goodbye, RDO. As that is also pretty close to Luke. Luke does so much in many points. And that is saying thank you for the points. I'll see you later. Igor in the meantime is also close to my match would say that has almost gained back up to second. So that looks really subject. Starting from what it was before. It's short and Reno, not a lot of penalties, or at least not a lot of people with penalties. As we have seen, the mediums can go a long way, so don't think that Reno is losing grip yet. No, he isn't. Let's hope that if I interview him, if if he makes the podium. That we can hear his mic this time. First race. He was on the podium and during the interviews he was pretty clear at all. Those are the battles I can see on between it's Kristen, it's Luke and Igor. So come on. That's the closest bet until now then. No, because Igor has been driving 36 laps, which is basically their lifespan. Also, what a great bitter. So forget what I said about the podium being confirmed. The winner is now confirmed. Jamie may have to drive a little bit conservatively, but he has 10 seconds behind him. There's no way he's going to pit again. He is going to win this event. Unless something happens. Reno and Enk are still fighting over the podium. Not this time who's not going to be in the podium, who's going to take the second spot. I'm getting another glass of water, but don't worry, I will still talk about it. The gap is now 6 tenths. The arrest zone is coming up. And it's having a great exit out of the final corner. The arrest open. Distance is too big between them. As Governor sets the fastest lap of a 59.8. As we can see, let me skip to it. Christoph overtaking Kunder, so like I said, him getting his P5. He might maybe overtake Ray, who is on mediums. I don't know why he went on mediums, but it's his strategy, no. So. Battle between Enk and Reno has rested for a bit on the minimap, although if we look at the timing, they're close together. Might as well focus on them. Oh yeah, they really are close together. Almost an overtake of Enk. Come to turn 4, 5. The arrow is open. Alex has actually left the session. He's back from dinner. Yeah, and we can see that the gap is now 4 tenths. If Enk can get a little bit closer, they can set up the move to overtake the Reno. Gap is coming down. Reno at red exit or Enk at red open. Doesn't matter. DRS wide open. Gap is 5 tenths. Can Enk make it? Maybe. No, they just can't. But this battle is long from over. Or actually far from over. Lock up from Reno, his tires are having much. Remember, around lap 25, mediums lose pace. As Enk now goes for the move, makes a mistake, and probably will be two for the rest of the race. Those hearts a lot grippier at the moment, so the move was easily made. What's the next? battle is the someone not left. Check. That's that. Now on near him. Truck on look. More than a second. Yeah, Reno just has been overtaken. Might get or re-overtake actually. Yes. The race, the battle is not over. Lock up from Ank puts Reno back in the fight. Out of turn 4, into turn 5, onto the straight. The Aero is open. But the gap is too big. There is no way that Reno gets the position. So that's it. Ank has probably won the battle against Reno. Yeah, the gap is more than a second now and it's increasing. That means that Ank will have to probably, with Reno having to be happy with P3. And that's Dove getting on the way for the tap. So don't worry about the yellow flag. Truck on Luke is getting close. Oh, Luke. I mean, that's those penalties, but hey, for on-track position can be a big honor to some people. So. He could be second time back. Doesn't matter though, because wait, he's out of the point. Turbo getting close. Gap is 4/10. I thought we on anchor close to getting that. Alright. Gray is looking to keep the gap between Christoph, so Christoph has to settle with it. Truco really wanting those, or really wants the position. Somehow Dolph managed to unlap himself. Artisov's getting old already. I don't think so. I think that Luke is managing them better, but oh. Luke running very wide. Gives Truco the chance to overtake him. Might Dolph have gotten in the way there? I don't know, but Truco really uses the situation and hold ons of do not really help him as Truco now drives away from him. Remember, if Truco can get a 3-second gap, I think, let me check. Truco can get a 6-second gap, he's safe. Chris has no chance of points, so the top 10 is set. As in, these people are the top 10. And then, yeah, the only thing is to be determined is the order. And that was it for the most battles. I didn't expect only one person to be late. Yeah, M1 disqualified. He shouldn't be even up. Dov was P13 when they started, and Alex's mistake doomed this race with him being left at the start. Other than that, yeah, just he should not have been twice. I mean, yeah, it just hurts, you know. Lap 3 times, what is he doing? It was just one time, right? How did he get that? Oh, whoa, wait, no, never mind. I'm not awake. The tires are 3 laps on. Ignore me. Yeah, he has lapped once he should not have been. Clearly determined. Let me check this. So, yeah, he should have been lapped, but not almost twice. Because that white point is Jamie, and if we give him the advantage of or like Dove before his pit stop, then he would still behind or give Jamie. Yeah, and really going on these parts. Still had Krista for the one stop, at least I think it's a one stop. Let me check. Yeah, but Jamie, Reno, and Hank also made one stop. Boons made one stop. Dub made one stop. Luke made one stop. Chris made one stop. CT made one stop. Dangerous made 4 stops. I mean, I made 8 pit stops in a race in Monaco one day, but you getting me? 4 stops in, I mean, you do you. Your race was already booked, but I wouldn't go out for 4 stops. Yeah. Actually, no, wait, I should check to who's left. Yeah, thank you, left twice. Chris is left and CT is left. With the fastest lap still standing on Doc's neck. The only ones to have done sub 1 minute lap times this race are Rico with a 59.9 and Dave Kurtz with currently a 59.8 as the fastest. Damn it. No. Yeah, Jamie, of course, leader here. Just 5 more laps. Before he can call this way for Williams. Should be happy with it. Oh. And that's Reno giving away a podium position. Oh, his tires are burning up. I see a 90 knock right there. I think that Chris smells his chance. Just 4.2 seconds work. His softs are old, but Reno's mediums are also good. Both are struggling with rain. The gap does come down a little bit, but not enough. I think Reno will stick to P4. will probably already ask Louis if they have time for an interview after this, as well as Christoph. So, 38 laps on hards is nothing if I think Christoph did freaking 37, 35 on mediums. That's just... I mean, I knew tire saving was possible from Checo in Portimao, but this is something else. This is something else entirely. As the Renault of CT Ice Demon is probably going to stop for softs in order to go for the fastest lap. As on what lap is Jamie? Jamie is not on the final lap. Jamie is on the final lap now. Wait, I think that's generic for everyone. Yeah. So Jamie now on his final lap. We'll switch to him for after a bit. Yeah. As now we switch to Jamie. Great race. He started P3, I'm not sure, P2. Did he start? He started P2 because Eng took a surprise pole. Yeah, he created the gaps. He stayed close from most people except Gray, and then Gray made that pit stop. And yeah, here you can see him coming up to the finish line now. He's weaving with good reason. He is the winner of the short Bahrain Grand Prix. Gray has overtaken Engbank on the final lap for second. Reno disappointed in P4. Followed closely by Chris, who had a great strategy and wished to get more out of it. Bundes, who fought for what he was worth but could not make it through. RDO, not the greatest race, managed to fight at the end. CT get the fastest lap. What a race from him. Trucko managed to stay ahead of Luke, but Luke will get the position because penalties. Igor in 11. Igor got the place over Trucko as Chris now ends it, and that's all of them. It was a great race from the people. Yeah, Reno had an unfortunate spin at the end. So Jamie had already agreed to go for the had already talked about the interview, so we'll go to that. I'll invite him to the party. 4 members. Okay, Grayson cannot make it. That's it. Let's see, and he was in the Williams. Hello.
Hello.
So, you win your first one in Tier 4, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, first in ALR actually.
Wait, didn't you win in Project Cars?
Nope. I've binned it too many times in Project Cars.
Well, then congratulations on your maiden win now.
Thank you.
Well, of course, the race from your perspective, how did it go?
It was very, very tiring. And it felt like an age, to be honest. I just wanted the jacket flat to go. And I was concerned about my tyres as well, because they're losing the grip, and I went up to 81%. So
Yeah, 81% tires.
Yeah.
And were that the front or the rears?
Rear left, it was 81%. The rest of the car was okay, but the last couple of laps were sketchy.
Yeah. Did you think when you drove in P2 behind Grayson that you would still salvage it, or did you think this is over?
I didn't think it was over because I was keeping with him.
Yeah, you were still second, but did you think you could go for the win?
Yeah, I still think I could go for the win because I was committed to one stop. And in practice I did one stop and I got to the race easy, so I guessed I was gonna win. I was scared for I think Antbank was on the hard, so I was expecting him to close up because he probably would have better tyres, but I think he was in a battle behind me, so
he was in an intense battle with Reno, and he got taken off P2 by Grayson in the final lap.
Yeah, so it's probably slowed them down, so gave me.
Yeah. He was stuck behind Reno for a long time, so that saved you.
Yeah.
So for quali, you had pole, and in the very, very last second, Ank puts in a faster lap. Did you feel gutted, or were you content for P2 at the time?
To be honest, I was a bit frustrated I didn't get P1 because I knew I could go faster on my lap, but I messed up, and then getting pipped at the end was a bit frustrating. But I knew myself being P2, I had a good chance, and I had good pace around here, so I was still confident into the race, and obviously I won, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, and you needed the points because Alex originally started P6, but didn't intend to start.
Yeah.
So you were the only one of the Williams team on track today.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why his dinner was so late. I think it was his delivery was late or something, so he had to go, which is quite annoying. I saw there's a yellow flag at the start. Did someone get like caught up in the incident at the start?
Yeah, Dolph ran into the straight of him and it ruined Dolph's race. So I'm sure there will be a report to that.
Yeah.
But that's up to Dolph. But yeah, he ran into Dolph.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because he felt like I had a feeling that he was gonna be quite quick this race because in qualifying he was up there like P6 or something like that. So would have been good points this weekend, but at least I got the win, so keeps keeps us in a good position in the constructors. So I'm not too disappointed with that.
All right, so enjoy your maiden victory. Well, actually, I'll check what race is next week. We go to France. I think you will need practice for that because turn 1 and 2 are very tricky.
Yeah, definitely. I don't particularly like France, but last season I was quite good around there, so hopefully that will help me. But if I have time, I will practice. But we'll see how it goes. I'll just be hoping for to be in the mix. So I'm not expecting to win, but if I get some good points, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy the victory. And I'll see you back next week.
Yeah, thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. As now I'll take Christoph into the chat.
I can leave, can't I?
Yeah, you can leave.
Okay. Right, bye.
Bye. Let me take in the name. I think it's this one. Yeah. Christoph 2000. There we go. Hey, Christoph.
Hello.
So, how did it go?
Yeah, it was a great race. I started on P12, P11 on the mediums because I really wanted to start on the mediums. I qualified on the mediums, and I tried a strategy medium soft, and it was OP like I thought it would be. So yeah, great race.
Yeah, what I wanted to talk about, did you watch Portimao and learn from Perez that the tires could go that long, or why did you come up with an idea to take those mediums 35 laps to switch to softs?
I saw a video of TRL Limitless. People in his league race did it, and in that league race, the number 15 and 17 on the mediums won the race. So I had this idea the whole week, and yeah, it worked out.
It paid off. In the end, you were. Now I have to be. I think you were 4 seconds off Reno.
Yeah, 2.7 at the end. He spun.
Oh, 2.7. He spun earlier in the race. Do you actually think if you would have known you were that close, do you think you would have been able to push harder, or are you content with P5?
Yeah, for me it was. I was focusing on P6 and P7, the people behind me, because I knew that the softs were becoming slower. So I was just driving in a normal pace. But when I saw he spun, and he was also in my party, so I heard he spun. Yeah, I was hoping he had big damage and that I could overtake him. But he didn't have damage, and I was every lap I was more nearby, but there weren't enough laps.
Okay, so what I get from this is that within Tier 4 you guys have your own race group. in which you chat with each other during the race?
Yes, with Reno King and then 2 people from Tier 1. We're in a party and we're discussing everything.
Yeah, because from what I know from Reno, he's also Dutch, and from your
Dutch.
voice, yeah, I just want to say from your voice, it's so. Do you guys, do you guys sit in the chat with each other just because you're Dutch, or do you also have anything outside of this league, like?
We know each other. We know each other out of this game.
Okay.
So it's not only for league racing.
Okay, so did he pull you into this, or did you pull him into this? Like in the league?
I don't know Reno, like in real, but someone else I know in real, Jaime from Tier 1, and Reno also knew Jaime from Tier 1, so and that way we're both league racing now.
Alright. Yeah, so outside of the strategy, qualifying didn't go as well. Couldn't you just, you were fast in the race, but just couldn't you find your right lines in quali, or was it still kind of a practice, or what went wrong in quali?
Yeah, nothing went wrong because I did a first lap on softs, just for getting the feeling on track. It wasn't my plan to finish that lap, but I had a horrible lap. I go wide in turn 1 and turn 3, and then I thought, okay, this lap is so awful that maybe when I finish with this lap, it's like P12 or P13. And then that happened. I was P12, I think, with that soft lap. And after that, in the last minutes, I did qualifying on mediums. And maybe I could go to the 10th place with that lap. Only I just thought, fresh mediums are important for the strategy. Otherwise, you cannot hold it 35 laps. So the quali was perfect.
Yeah. Anyway, you ported from P12 to P5. You've had some harsh fights because you were slower than the rest. I already saw it when you were in the Mega Drain with Truco and Bundes.
And RDO.
And I think your teammate got involved, RDO. I already saw you slowing down, and I already thought he is saving tires for a big plan, and it worked out for you.
Yeah, it's because the last laps they were on old softs, and they knew that they were going to pit on lap 22, because in the last lap my mediums were of course faster, but I thought I have to stay behind. No damage now, because when you have damage in lap 22 on mediums, you have to go to the hards, and then my whole strategy will go away. Yeah. So I was slowing down on purpose on that moment.
Yeah. So I think you want to aim higher for next race, which is France. Is it one of your good tracks? Is it one of your bad tracks?
It's my favorite track. So
it's your favorite track?
Yes, not many people love France, but I really love it. So I'm looking forward to it.
How do you deal? This is also for my own info next week. How do you deal with turns 1 and 2? Because right at the start, it's full of cars. How do you get your front
just
win?
At the start, you always have to be get out of damage. That's the most important for me. Also today, just I had a good start, because I think someone in the midfield didn't start. That was very strange.
Yeah,
maybe you saw it.
It was known to a few guys already that Alex was not present because he was taking a foot. But apparently he was also not there for the start, so he didn't start at all.
Because someone didn't start, and there was a lot of chaos at the start, and just my main purpose was, like always in League Racer, just survive the first 3 corners.
Just survive the first 3 corners. You
that's
can
the most
win
important.
It in that time.
You can better lose 2 positions in the first round than lose your front wing.
Yeah. Talking about that incident, because you started maybe 3 rows behind it. Yeah, I was gonna ask about the chaos because I don't know if you noticed, but Dove actually rear-ended Alex and lost his front wing that way.
Yeah, I saw
how-
someone spinning, but I don't know who
Yeah.
was. But I have a
didn't know
great
either,
video
so
from it,
I
but
didn't.
yeah.
I didn't know either, so I was going to ask to you how
No.
who was
I
spinning.
just saw cars. I'm not looking at the names for the first corner. It was fine for me because I won 2 positions with it in the first corner. So yeah, that was amazing.
Go enjoy the P5.
Yes,
Prepare
thank you.
for your favorite circuit, and I'd love to see you back next week.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for the commentary. Bye.
No problem. Always. Alright, and now we're waiting for Ank to give him response. They're typing. I hope they won't, because then again show the McLaren. He is not. Alright. Yeah, then we can ask Reno maybe. And let's see, Reno was in the Alfa Romeo. And let's hope he doesn't have audio issues. Yeah, anyway, the race today was interesting. It wasn't as exciting as Baku was or Britain, but it had its moment. Yeah, certainly you don't have the major mistakes and dives of turn 10. Let's see, is Reno in this? Hey, there he is.
Hello.
So you're back
Good.
here after being here in Baku, I think.
Yeah, Baku was it? Yeah. The round 1. Yeah.
Okay, so I talked to Christoph before, and he told me that you were in a party with him.
Yeah, true. Like almost every race, we're in multiple leagues together. We always race together. So yeah, that's good fun.
Yeah, I noticed. What I also wanted to talk about, you fought with Ank really harsh in the, really hard in the second stint. And then you spun. How do you feel about it? Like fighting hard for position only to end it with you spinning and losing out on 2 positions.
I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on stream, but
I did it too, but
okay,
try to keep it moderate.
The only thing I was thinking was fuck me. That's the only thing I could think of. Yeah, I had good pace on those mediums. I was catching up to Engbank. I overtook him, then he got back up to me. Then I just took a few rounds to recharge my ERS, then I got back into his DRS, ready to overtake him, and of course I can't finish a fucking race without spinning. So yeah, it had to happen. It had to fucking happen. It ruined my P2 potentially. Well, almost sure, but...
Well, it ruined your podium, you could say.
Yeah,
so.
as well, yeah. So that was, yeah, I'm still really salty.
Yeah, of course, those things happens.
Too much for
how
me.
Are you how are you going to focus this on France next week? Are you just going to focus on pace? Yeah, it's France. Are you just going to focus on pace, like only in time tour, or are you also going to do a practice race to see how dirty air affects the car and how the fuel loads affects it?
I think I'm gonna quit the game for a few days now. You know, I don't want to play too much anymore. just kind of reset, regain my focus, and then I'm gonna do some time trial, of course, but not too much because I hate the track. And then maybe a few short qualies or something to feel the track for qualifying. But I doubt I will be doing a practice race, except if some ALR guys want to join, of course, then we will probably do a race. But France isn't my favorite track, so I doubt it.
All right. I think we talked about the goals for the season in Baku, which were, my memory is really bad, so you have to help me here. I think it was fighting for podiums for you.
Yeah, being sometimes fight for the podium and then score regular points. Yeah.
Right now, you have obtained the regular points in all 3 races you've attended, I think.
Nope, I didn't.
No,
Britain. In Britain. Cops Corner.
Well,
still haunts me every day.
You got the points in Baku. You got the points here. P3, P4 can make up for Britain. Do you think that goal can be changed to go on the podium frequently?
I don't want to be too cocky, of course, but I think it can. I mean,
positivity is never bad.
Yeah, true. The glass is half full, right? I think I got the pace. I just need to work on my consistency, to be fair.
All right. I hope you enjoyed today and that you can show to yourself for next week. I would suggest dig in right now, then next week you have a bunker of 20 meters. Should be safe for France.
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Well, get dig in, and I won't see you next week then.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
Nah. I hope to see you back on track next week. It's you can always bring a good fight. So I think even on France, it has long straights that you can dive bomb someone into Narnia.
If somebody does that to me, I'm going to.
You're going to cry.
I'd rather not say what I'm going to do then. But yeah, I hope to see you in the podium interviews next week, man.
Oh, that's really. To call it podium interviews is not relevant, but if you make some moves, I will probably invite you for the post-race interviews.
Good. See you next week then.
Yeah, have a nice evening.
Yes, you too, man.
And maybe it's a pattern. High points, no points, high points, no points, high points. Who knows?
Who knows, yo? Yeah, but I hope not. We'll see.
So, good night.
Good night, man. Bye-bye.
Bye. And that was the race for this night. We've had some great fights, some great strategies working out. Of course, next week is France. Some drivers love it, some drivers like Reno really hate it. But it's an exciting circuit nonetheless, with long straights, tricky corners. So I hope you guys will be joining me then as well. Other